Good evening to the Cuyahoga Falls High School Marching Band. My name is Eric Raddick. I'm adjudicating you today in the area of percussion at the OMEA adjudicated event marching band at Copley High School, the Copley Marching Band Invitational. Very much looking forward to what you're going to present to us today. I hope my comments are helpful to you, and I hope you don't mind, but probably at the end of your performance, I'm going to step on my soapbox for a bit. I hope I can. Okay, here we go. Nice, 6 tuplets, bass drums. Good. Nice 6 tuplet snares. Snares are tuned very nicely. Good, let's clean up those diddles a little bit. Again, really nice, solid 6 tuplets in the bass drums. Bass drum playing area looks pretty good. Nice diddles opening up to those triplets at the end of the phrase. Good crescendo. All right. Yeah. Nice job, cymbals. Good variety change in the groove. One of the things about, you look at our sheets, and the top of the sheet is all about repertoire. In other words, it's about the what are you playing. The bottom of the sheet is the how. One of the challenges with a show band, which you guys do very, very well, and again, I'll talk about that here a little bit later. The show band concept is, it's especially when you play rock, this is done really, really well. Nice diddles. Good. To create enough variety within the popular music and still maintain the groove, which by default, groove is repetitive. So if you look at the top of our sheet, they talk about depth of vocabulary. What that means from a battery standpoint, especially if you're playing rock, is creating variety within the groove. And you're doing that. So not to get into the habit of playing a lot of ostinati, finding creative ways that you can do this rock and this style, creating different grooves. And so far you're doing that, because really with this show and this style, it's about making each phrase different, making each phrase or each groove different. And so far you're off to a great start on that. Nicely done. Very nice job with the diddles. Tenors. Good. Tenors are tuned very, very nicely. Really good job and appropriate use of a variety of cymbal techniques. Really nice crashes. Thank you for crashing them off-centered so we don't get that air pocket. Good. Nice. Again, nice click. The diddles are pretty good overall. Let's get to the point now where we can get them even cleaner. And that comes from making sure that you're not relying too much on the bounce of the head. In other words, making sure, again, that idea of the wrist throws, the fingers catch the rebound to play the double stroke. Good. Okay, now one of the other things that we look for that you can accentuate, I think, within each phrase in the competition realm is the use of expression and dynamics. And that can come simply with even just starting with penultimate phrases and doing like yeah, good. And I there's some evidence of it, but getting to the point to where you can create basically shaping within each phrase. So, for example, something like this. Let me see here. So, within each phrase, having a rise and fall, just like wind players, and it really can even start with penultimate phrases. Good. Again, really nice groove setup. I appreciate from the composition standpoint the variety in the grooves. Snare players, let's make sure that we're all holding the sticks the same way. The stick height is pretty good, but I noticed a couple players that are choking up pretty high on the sticks. This is what I'm talking about here. Yes, adding more of this. Yeah, adding more of this and more exaggeration is going to give you more credits throughout the performance. So right now, and you notice the wording on the sheet, it's some of the time. It's some of the time. Now let's make it all of the time. Good. Yeah. Right. Oh, so well. So nicely done. Nice and clean. Oh, very cool. Nice way to set up this groove. Good. Again, there you go. Another perfect, great example of use of expression and dynamics. Yes. Great job, guys. Yeah. Good, good. So many well done things, guys. Good. Yeah. Good visual there, Snares. Very, very nice job. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now,
let's hear it for the Cuyahoga Falls.
You perform so well.
Assistant Director Courtney.
Now I'm going to get on my soapbox for a second. I'm so glad you're going for a rating today. And I really, 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 really hope things work out well for you. Because regardless of genre, and I'm not making this up, guys. Regardless of genre, you guys, let's take genre and throw it aside. Let's just take quality of performance. Let's take the how. Let's take the how you. So with each sheet that you see, the top of the sheet is what are you doing? The bottom of the sheet is how are you doing it? This band can go up against any band in the state, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of the quality of what you're doing. You execute, you are textbook. You execute this style so well. Personally, we're kind of the school that I teach at. We're a hybrid. What I mean by that is like we do kind of like the 80s, 90s contemporary drill with rock music. When we see you guys, I literally tell my students, watch and learn. This is what a show band is supposed to be. It's so entertaining. It's so accessible to the audience. And you do it so incredibly well. You're one of those bands where I look at you, and again, I'm speaking out of caption here a little bit, and I'm sorry, but whatever. I look at you, and I try to find mistakes, and I can't find a lot, if any. Take pride in that, and take pride in the reality that you are really one of the best bands in this state, the best marching bands in the state, regardless of genre. I've been, not that I have any power, but I've really been lobbying for a long time about let's be, we talk about this era of inclusion. We talk about this era of, that we use whatever word or analogy or synonym with inclusion. You guys might be a pioneer here with this. And I just want to tell you again, wonderful, wonderful job. As you look down the sheet, I'll be making some comments. But again, if you're to excel in the style, think about, and you're doing it at times, let's do it a little bit more. Precision is there, technique is there, rhythmic integrity is there, variety within the groove is there. Now, let's try to take that to the next level, and instead of doing it some of the time, do it all of the time. That's the difference between excellent and superior in this idiom. I wish you the absolute best of luck. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going for a rating, you guys might be breaking some. I just hope you're continuing to break some ground, because in my opinion, it's not what you do, it's how well you do it. And when you evaluate how well you do it, you're doing it better than most in the state. So regardless of genre, I hope you understand that. I hope you realize that. And you guys need to give yourselves a pat on the back. So bravo, and I hope my comments were helpful to you.